Hello, Toads and Toadettes. This video marks the first episode of a new series I will be starting called The Collector's Debate. In the series, we will be tackling on hot topics that collectors or non-collectors might have, and that is why today I'm going to be starting with probably one of the biggest topics, digital games versus physical games. Now keep in mind, this series will always be coming from a collector's standpoint. So if you're not a collector, it might be an obvious decision as what just comes to being more available to you or more convenient. But this is a collector's debate, so this will be coming from just an overall basic standard collector's standpoint. Before I do side-by-side comparisons of these two types of games, I want to go over a very opinionated fact of most collectors. And that is that it's just hard to collect digital games. When you actually have a physical game, you own that game, you can show it to others, you can see it yourself. With digital games, all you see is its lonely and sad picture sitting in the home menu of your console. I only brought this up as this is a very collector's issue, but this is obviously the collector's debate. We're looking at this from an ordinary collector's standpoint, and most collectors will just prefer to collect physical games as they actually contain monetary value. You can see it, you can feel it, you can even touch it. Oh yeah, Mario Party 10. Okay, let's move on. Now to the side-by-side comparisons, let's talk about its availability. With physical games, you actually have to go through the challenge of going outside and seeing the sun and walking on grass and going to the store and interacting with actual people to get the games. And sometimes those games might be sold out. I mean, not really as a game, but going to the PS5 and Xbox Series X, we saw that these things sold out and there was just like no way you could get these until like a few years later, where now they're pretty easy to get. But at first, this was a big issue, and who knows? I mean, this could happen with some games that are just super popular, and the manufacturer just can't get enough stock out, and boom, it's sold out at a store. You have to keep on looking for it. But this is not a problem with digital games. As digital games, you're still in your protective man cave, and you can just go to the eShop, or you can just go to the Microsoft Store, buy the game, boom, it's there, it's downloading, boom, you have it, it's already there. Digital games are just way more accessible. Next, I want to move on to the longevity of games. This is actually a pretty close category, as with physical games, you have the game, it just comes down to the caregiver. If you take good care of your games, you will have these games forever. Cartridges are slowly deteriorating, but it is a very slow process, so just make sure to take care of your game, and you'll basically have that beauty for the rest of your life. But it's almost the same thing with digital games. The only way you can really lose a digital game is if the developer either takes it off the store, or you lose your account/console. But obviously, the only way you can lose the console or account comes down to the caregiver, just like physical games. So in this category, I don't really want to determine the winner, as it's honestly fine both ways. You don't have to worry about longevity with either, or they're both good. Now just don't be throwing your copy of Hey Pikmin over the fence.
Goodbye, Hey Pikmin.
Next, I want to talk about the convenience of games. With physical games, you are going to actually have to go through the inconvenience. I know it's a struggle. The struggle is real. Of going up from the bed or the couch to your shelf of games, taking the cartridge or disc of the game that you want, taking it out of the case, going back to your console, taking the cartridge or disc out of your console, putting that to the side, and putting the one you just grabbed out of your shelf, putting that in the console, then taking the disc or cartridge that you just took out of your console back to your shelf, putting it back in the case, then you can sit down, then you can play. With digital games, once you buy it, all you gotta do is just press A, and boom, you're in the game. I mean, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy, honestly. It's one of my favorite things about digital games. It's just so convenient. It's just smooth. But yeah, this category is gonna have to go to digital games. Next, we're gonna go to a big collector point of this video, and that is monetary value. I'm just gonna straight up say it, digital games have no monetary value. One of the biggest cons for collectors of digital games is that there's literally no way you can really collect these games. Yeah, you can have a bunch of digital games, but they have zero value. I mean, once you buy it, no one's gonna be like, can I just buy your account, please? It's more of a physical games actually have a monetary value thing. Digital games lack this monetary value, and it's that value that is really the foundation of collecting. If prices did not fluctuate and games become gems and more rare or treasures, and some games become cheaper, it would not be as fun to collect games. Actually, just looking at your shelf of games gives you a sense of accomplishment, knowing that you have worked for this for a very long time, and just seeing your collection grow and your value of your collection grow really gives you that collector feeling like, yes, I have done something. This category is going to go to physical games by a landslide. Next category is actually one that I kind of just, thought of, and that's gifting. When you're getting a game, would you rather just have a note in your Christmas present saying, yo, I got you New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, but I got it digitally, so just open your Switch, it's there, don't worry. Or would you rather actually open the game and see its vibrant case of gold galore just there staring at you and waiting for you to open it and just enjoy the game? It's a pretty obvious one, yes. Now, obviously, you could just get the download gift card thing that they sell. But, I mean, who's really... I'm going to think it's like some Starbucks gift card, and then I open it, and it's like, frick, it's Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. And also, when someone gifts you a physical game, if you don't want it, you can just sell it. Free money. Let's go. Yeah, this point's going to physical games. And there you go. It was pretty tight, and I'm not doing this as a point system. But basically, if you're just an ordinary gamer, either or is fine. If you're looking for a more convenient experience, then go for digital games. If you're just going for a more cool experience, then go for physical games. But now going from the main premise, the main viewpoint of an ordinary collector, physical games throw digital games in the trash can. And just kidding, you can't actually throw digital games in the trash can because they're stuck in the console. But moving on, don't unsubscribe, don't dislike this video if you do own digital games. I do own digital games myself with burning regret in my heart, but that's okay, it's fine. Digital games are cool too, but the winner today is physical games for collectors. I do have other Nintendo related content on my channel if you guys are interested in checking that out. I even had a little 3DS and Wii U collecting series, which I do need to finish soon. I will get to that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And on that note, guys, I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, Pikmin. Oh, crap.